I am gaming. I am gaming. I am gaming podcast.
Hey everybody, my name is Ivica. Thank you so much for being on the latest episode of I Am Gaming Podcast. This is episode 74, and like always, I'm talking about the video game industry, entrepreneurship, gaming nostalgia, many more other things I find to be in the same realm of business and creative ventures. Like always, a huge thanks to all of my Patreon supporters. You really make this podcast possible. If you too would like to support me, please check out the link in the description. Also, check out all of my patrons' creative work in the same description. There are a bunch of links to their YouTube channels, projects, games, everything worth your while. Episode 74 is all about a small experiment I took on at the start of April, and it's related to Amazon Kindle. More precisely, is Amazon Kindle self-publishing actually a passive income? And it's not. The answers are in. The experiment is ongoing. I'm planning on pushing it until the end of the month, and it includes a simple process of me not doing anything for my Kindle books. Presently, I have 5 different Kindle books. They're all short non-fiction works that explore different topics, all of which are in the realm of technology, psychology, and pop culture. So far, one book in particular was pretty successful. It's a book that showcases how you can overcome procrastination, and it has nearly 60 reviews, which combine into 4.3 score. If you follow things on Amazon, especially books on Kindle, you probably know that this is pretty well. Other books are not that successful either in terms of sales so far or the ratings they have, but even they have plenty of reviews. For example, my book on investing in cryptocurrency and understanding what cryptocurrency even is also doing pretty well in terms of ratings. It has nearly 40 of these. The score is lower, but the numbers are there. The same is for my book called The Pursuit of Micro Success, which explores the concept of allowing people to create small digital one-person ventures that can help them not only financially, but also as a way of supporting them emotionally and showing them that they can do anything. So these books are all in theory on a solid foundation. I did my homework, I did my time in promoting them, I built them up to a point where they have a clear indication that people did read them. They have plenty of scores, plenty of reviews, and one of them, the book about procrastination, should be doing really well. It had a bunch of sales, a bunch of free downloads over the years. It has a good rating. It even has that label great on Kindle, which should also help people buy it. But I noticed that I invest a solid amount of time in promoting my books on a weekly and monthly basis. So for April, I decided to drop all of it completely. I stopped using any means of promotion that is embedded in actual Amazon programs, which is the free days or the cutting of the price of the book. I stopped doing that. I also stopped promoting them on Twitter, which I regularly do on my Twitter account. And I decided to do absolutely nothing, because that is the whole point of having a passive income stream. You should invest your time and effort, in this case in writing the book. You should also invest some time and effort in building it up so it doesn't have 0 reviews, and then you should put it out there and allow it to simply rack in money. Even if those are small amounts, you have things like the Amazon KDP program, which gives you half a cent, in my case, for every book that's read, every page of your book that's read, and also direct sales. So when you combine these two things with the huge market that is Amazon, you should in theory have at least a minuscule, small but persistent stream of income that keeps going, and you don't have to do anything because you already put the work in writing the books. I didn't promote my books for precisely 10, now going for 11 days, and in that period I have 0 sales. I have something like 40 KDP page reads, which amounts to around 20 cents, US cents, and that's everything. nothing else happened, and the indications are that nothing else will happen in the coming weeks. I suspect that I'll maybe have 1 or 2 sales for that period, tops, and that's it. Those are extremely disappointing results, and they show that I was building up towards the point where my book would kind of be a self-sufficient system, especially that book related to overcoming procrastination. If I have, for example, 20 or 30 or 40 reviews, I said to myself over the years, it will get to a point where it gets some sales. I'm not saying spectacular sales, but something in the rank of a few sales per week. Even 1 or 2 sales per week would allow it to kind of keep its ranking on the internal algorithm of Amazon and help it get into results of anyone looking for books on overcoming procrastination or becoming more productive. This is not happening. Its current position, which is 60 reviews, more precisely 58 reviews, and 4.3 score and that label of great on Kindle, are not doing anything for it. It didn't make a single sale in something like 3 weeks, including its previous promotions, not of that book, but other books, and its direct promotions on Twitter. So it simply is not providing anything presently. Even those 40 KDP reds or red pages I had came from a different book, which is on investing in cryptocurrency, and this primary my flagship book, the one that should produce something like 80% of my revenue if we follow the 80-20 concept, is not producing, not 80, not 60, not 40, it's not producing anything. And I have to wonder that in a point where it gets 100 reviews, has still a solid score of 4.21 or even 4.0, will it still provide this level of passive result? I'm guessing yes. So I have to say that Amazon Kindle, after 4 years or 5 years on the market, is not a passive income stream at all. In my case, I can't imagine being the scenario any different for any other type of book, because simply said, you have to work on it constantly. You have to invest time and effort in promoting your books and hoping they get some sales, they get some traction. When you stop, that traction goes away. And it, by definition, makes the Kindle Amazon program not a passive income option. No matter how successful or unsuccessful your books are, it's not passive ever. So even if I, with all of my perks for this book on overcoming procrastination, can get a single sale in something like 3 weeks, the same is bound to happen to probably everyone else. Which means that you don't have to consider Amazon Kindle as a true passive income option on your list. It is not a passive income. It doesn't matter how much effort you need to invest over an average week in promoting your books or book, you still need to do it. So even if it's a half an hour a month or an hour a week or 15 minutes per day, it's not passive income. It's active effort you invest in an ongoing venture. Not to mention the need to create additional books, publish them, and so forth. So as a passive income, Amazon Kindle is simply not that. It doesn't complete the full definition of a passive income, and it will not reward you as a passive income source. This experiment only underlines it, and I just wanted to share that with everyone in the writing community, global writing community, who is considering entering it or is considering what is going to happen to their books in the near or far future. Simply put, you need to work on it all of the time, and if you're looking for a passive income, a true passive income, Amazon Kindle simply is not it. Thank you so much for listening. That's all for this episode. My name is Ivica. Again, a huge thanks to my Patreon supporters. A huge thanks to you if you stuck through till the very end. A huge thanks to everyone who decides to give a like, a comment, or a subscribe to my channel. And I'll be seeing you in exactly a week on episode 75 of I'm Gaming Podcast. Until then, bye bye.